welcome to the Atomic Habits Book Club. It's a weight loss book club. And today we're going to be going over chapter 12. Each week on Sundays, 1 o'clock Arizona Pacific time, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, and 9 o'clock with my friends from the UK, we go live and do one chapter a week. If this is your first time and your first chapter, no worries, because even though I am live right this minute, it does record, and I have an Atomic Habits playlist with the first 11 meetings that you missed. So anyway, you can always get caught up. This book can truly be life-changing. And the things in chapter 12 we can do right away to make a difference in our lives instantly, which is so cool. Hey, oh good, I see some people writing in the chat now. If you are here, please chat and say in the chat and say hi so that I can see that you're here. And if you had any wins this week, any wins whatsoever, they could be weight loss or they could be a habit that you've changed, either a bad habit that you've tweaked so it doesn't show up so much, or a good habit that you're starting and you're having some success with. So I love celebrating everybody's wins. So if you've had a win this week, please put it in the chat. And if something touched your heart in chapter 12 this week, put that in the chat too. And I'll be reading those throughout the video today. So anyway, and so far it looks like I've got Robin Lockwood's here and Logan's here. Hi, Logan. And Mindy. Hey, Mindy. And I have so anyway, just type right out in the chat and let me know that you're here. Oh, yay. I got Lucy in the house from England joining us. It's so cool. It's just tickles my heart that on YouTube you can have a book club and have people from all over the world join you. How cool is that? It just gives me a little world peace moment in my heart. And I just love having all of you here. So thanks so much. And I absolutely loved chapter 12. And my husband will particularly love chapter 12 because I am not a neat Nick. I wish I was. I'm a little disorganized. I'm kind of a messy Gus. And there is part of this chapter where James Clear talks about how you can keep a clean house cleaner by having a place for everything and making it a habit to like one gentleman, he's like, as soon as he's done watching TV at night, he puts the remote control back to where it goes. So that way he knows the very next day, he doesn't have to hunt around. Where's the remote? I don't know. Do any of you guys hunt around for your remote control? I do. I hunt around for a lot of things. And Jeff is more of a neat Nick than I am, but he has been working full time and he just retired July 1st. So we've lived in the same house for 33 years of our 34-year marriage, and we have a lot of clutter. And he is excited to help me get the house organized, get rid of stuff, and have a place for each thing. And anyway, this chapter is called The Law of Least Effort. And the gentleman who said that he's able to keep his house clean, people come to his house and think, wow, he must work so hard doing all this cleaning. And he's like, really, I'm lazy. I hate cleaning. So he just makes sure every time he uses something, he immediately puts it away and puts it back when he's done. And then he doesn't really have much to clean. Even before he takes his shower, that's when he cleans the toilet. He cleans the toilet and then takes his shower. I don't know. I thought that was kind of unusual. But this gentleman does a lot of things like that, and it keeps his house clean. He never really has to spend a long time cleaning his house because his house never gets that messy. And I know Jeff would be just beyond thrilled if I took this chapter to heart and I became less of a messy guest. So I'm going to try my best, but this really was exciting for me to read. Just a sec here. I'm so sorry. A little bit thirsty. You know, speaking of good habits and making it easy, if I keep a water bottle full next to me, well, it wouldn't even have to be full, but if I keep a water bottle next to me, I'm more likely to drink water. And I've been trying to drink 100 ounces of water every day. And when I do that, it helps keeps me more regular. It sometimes you're hungry. When you're not really hungry, it's just because you're thirsty. But if you have water next to you all the time and you see it, it gives you cues to drink it, and you're more likely to drink your water. And if you drink more water, you're going to be less hungry. Anyway, this I actually do and have for a long time. I really like, and I live in a desert in Arizona, so the air is so dry here. I'm always thirsty, but having water next to me reminds me to drink water. Okay, the law of least effort. This chapter talks about how, as humans, we're basically pretty lazy, and we always want to do things that are easier. If there are two ways to get from one place to another, we're going to choose the route that's the easiest, that's going to have the least amount of friction, the least amount of problems. We're always going to want to go the fastest, easiest way. If you want to get rid of a bad habit, you've got to put more friction in front of it. This gentleman talks about his cell phone, which, is in my pocket. His cell phone, that if he hides his cell phone from himself first thing in the morning and doesn't have it next to him in a room where he's trying to do some work, he'll get more work done if he doesn't see the cell phone and check all of his notifications and things, that he puts it out of sight. Now, I have type 2 diabetes and I wear a Freestyle Libre sensor. And my phone reads my blood sugar constantly. And if it goes too low or too high, it'll set off an alarm. So I'm really supposed to have my phone with me in whatever room that I'm in. But I was thinking about that. It doesn't have to be in my pocket. I could put my phone in a drawer, and maybe I would get more writing done if I wasn't looking at my phone all the time. Just having it just slightly out of sight, maybe a little out of mind. I thought that's something I'm going to try this week that I really haven't tried before, that maybe I could get more done if I wasn't always looking at my phone. But again, I can't have my phone too far away from me because it does read my blood sugar and help me out that way. Another thing he talks about is just how important it is to make things easy for your good habits too. Jeff and I started swimming this month because I had a hysterectomy in May and I couldn't swim, but now I'm cleared where I can swim and exercise again. And we have been exercising almost every morning. It has been awesome. And some of the things that I do to be able to exercise quickly, because we want to exercise first thing in the morning because it's so hot in Arizona. I mean, we've been like 115 degrees, hot. But at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's not bad. And that's when our community pool opens, is at 8 o'clock. So what I've done is I like to put on a little bit of sunscreen. So I have my sunscreen next to my back door, my sliding glass door. And because that's where I like to put on my sunscreen, is I step outside and I spray it on real fast. And so if I have the sunscreen right next to the door and I have sunglasses right next to the sunscreen and I wear a purple sparkly visor And I have my visor next to my glasses, next to my sunscreen. And I can tell you, it makes getting ready to go swimming so much faster because it's all my stuff is ready. I'm not having to look around the house and try to find things. It has a place, and knowing each morning that we're really going to go swimming, that we've decided the night before. So I don't wake up in the morning and think, oh, do I feel like swimming today or not? Or maybe go later. No. I'm waking up and I know, hey, I'm going to go swimming. So I don't even have to take time to think about that. And my swimsuit is hanging on my bathroom door in my bedroom. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I slide into my swimsuit, brush my teeth, go out in the living room, grab my lotion by the door, spray myself real fast, throw on my sunglasses and my visor, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go swimming. And then Jeff grabs our towels and away we go. So anything you can do to make it smoother and easier is great. Another idea that they gave in Atomic Habits is vegetables. You know, is there anyone here who doesn't eat as many vegetables as you think you should? I'm one of those. Oh my gosh, I have to think about eating vegetables. But if I chop up my vegetables on the weekend and put them in containers in the refrigerator and they're already cut up, I'm more likely to eat them.
What?
Oh my gosh!
You're taking my ideas.
I never know what Jeff is going to do. Oh my gosh. Hey, what you don't know, Jeff.
What?
I
was
never
do this today.
Yeah, I never do. I try not to do commercials, but I will tell you, I'm an Epicure consultant, and this is July of 2024. In July of 2024, these are actually on sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you guys wanted one of these, you could get them on sale.
I have another smaller one like this. Do we have two, or we just have this one?
When it comes in a set with a smaller one and a bigger one, but it has
the
holes in it. So, and it has a little thing on the bottom that has cute little hearts, but it lifts everything up just a smidge
to let the air flow through.
So
it doesn't go bad so fast.
Yeah. So if you do cut up your vegetables or fruit,
thing on top here for letting a certain amount of air flow through the top too.
Yeah.
Don't know how that works. I just leave it at the same thing.
I can't believe you brought these out.
I was watching your video in the other room, and I already had these in my hands, and I said, "Hey, wait a minute! You're talking about that was my plan."
And we're out of chopped vegetables, so it's time for us to chop up some vegetables. We got a couple of bell peppers.
And I was gonna, you know what? I don't know if Gina mentioned it yet or not, but what helped me the first time I lost 74 pounds was to be able to have different low-calorie, non-starchy vegetables to eat whenever I want, because I allow myself those as a freebie food. But it is such a pain to be hungry and then have to prepare them. So today is Sunday, and my plan for bringing these in was to tell you I was going to go ahead. I grabbed these, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up some vegetables. We do need more than just the bell peppers.
Yeah.
But some of and things that I like. It doesn't help to have, vegetables of Brussels sprouts or something.
Yeah, he won't eat Brussels sprouts. I like
but I'm going to find the things that I do like.
Oh yeah, and you
have
like
these ready
celery?
To go in the fridge. Then when I'm hungry, and I don't really want to eat between meals because I'm kind of keeping track of all my calories, that they'll be right there handy just to grab. Because that was in the chapter today.
Yeah, that was in the chapter. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I was trying to go over some of the things that were in the chapter that would help us with weight loss.
Right. So that's all I have.
Well, that was just so funny you came up with that. All right, and they are on sale for I don't know when the sale's going to end, but because I'm not in charge of Epicure that way, I'm just an ambassador for them. But anyway, wow! If you want to check it out, ginalabens.epicure.com. But only if you live in Canada or the United States is the only place you can order from that stuff. But anyway.
Well, I'm going to use these.
All right. Well, give me a kiss, sweetie. Anything? Do you have any other advice for things for making it easy? and having less friction, or to put more friction on the things that are
hard,
that
don't
are
want to do?
that you don't want to do?
Well, I think having the freebie foods readily available, the
Freebie being low carb,
starch, low carb
vegetables
that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I like those carrot chips for one thing.
Yeah.
Do I need to put these in there?
You could. They would last longer.
They would last longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Than just being in that Ziploc
and
baggie.
they're already in the shape of like Ruffles, which I like. They remind me of Ruffles. Those little carrot chips you can buy. We bought them at the Walmart, but
yeah, in a little baggie.
They look like chips.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it
chips
look like Ruffles.
I know. Yeah. It's like chips I can eat. Then I don't have to worry about even counting those calories.
Yeah, so, they would last longer in here.
Yeah,
they wouldn't get slimy like they do in the bag.
And bell peppers.
Celery would be good that way too, because you can put peanut butter in celery and then but if the celery was already cut the right size, already washed,
peanut butter is not a freebie food.
No, but you can still, instead of eating, see, I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
And so having peanut butter in, inside the celery stock and eating that together instead of having peanut butter on bread is less carbs for me.
And it's delicious.
And it's delicious. Yeah. It's kind of refreshing in the summer.
Yeah.
And sometimes a little bit of cream cheese inside celery, and then you do the plain
there too.
Yeah, and you can sprinkle some spices on, maybe a favorite spice or something, and eat it. Yeah, people put paprika on it a lot, but different things like that.
So that was what I had. I think there was something else, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. So. Oh, and hey, you're even wearing your Epicure shirt.
That's what my idea was.
Oh my God, I've not seen you wear that in a long time.
Epicure.
There you go, Epicure, EPICURE.
So it'll be a reminder to have some good food to be able to eat real fast.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you want the light on?
Oh yeah, you can turn the light on. Will it make it better? Let's see.
How's that?
Oh, maybe it is a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, you can leave the light on.
All right.
All right, I've got a lot of people that are writing some things in here that they may have noticed some things from this chapter. And I'm hoping there's some wins this week that people can share. But I can tell you one of my wins is in the last 21 days, because I wear a Fitbit watch, and I was just looking, and in the last 21 days, I have exercised 17 times. So I have only missed 4 days of exercise in the last 21 days. That is really good for me, but it's been really helpful. I wake up in the morning, slide into my swimsuit. It's the first thing I see on the way to the bathroom, and go. And all my things are just all ready to go. So it makes it just smooth sailing with little friction, and I'm getting a lot more exercise in. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Freya's here too, Lucy's daughter. Yay! Hi, Freya. Glad to have you here. Robin says, you always touch the hearts of us all. Oh, thanks, Robin. Lucy says, we just got a cup of tea. Yes, bring whatever your favorite drink is. Let's see. And Lucy says, I have made the decision to take all the old clothes I have cluttering my room to the charity shop. I have given up on the idea that one day they may fit, and I've decided to get skin removal. Oh, wow, Lucy, that's huge, that skin removal surgery. Because to have it, I bet you have lost a lot of weight, because that happens when you lose a lot of weight. Sometimes you need to have that skin removal surgery. And you know what, Lucy? You may one day get thin enough that you could have fit in those clothes, but guess what? If you can fit in that smaller size, you could go buy something new, as a reward, that you can get some new clothes, and you are really going to bless some women with the clothes that you are donating to charity. That is very, very kind of you too. I also need to go through my closet. I have just too much stuff in there, and things that I don't wear anymore. Even if it does fit, that I need to start going through my stuff and give some more things away to charity too. Mindy says, in this chapter, they talk about what to do if you want to draw more. That's right. It reminds me of your notebook for your food diary. Yeah, I even put stars. If I have hit all my goals and I had at least 4 servings of fruits and vegetables, I drank at least 100 ounces of water, I ate at least 70 to 100 grams of protein, which I'm shooting for. If I hit at least 25 grams of fiber in my day, and I've exercised, if I hit all of those things, I use my orange Sharpie and I put a big star on my page, and it just gives me so much joy to do that. So yeah. And if you like to draw, then put it said to have your special things that you like to draw with, like colored pencils or whatever. Put them in a place where you see them, and it's not cluttered all around it. So it'll be a happy space to be able to just sit in and start drawing. And Mindy says, Lucy, I'm not there yet. More weight to lose, but I'm very interested in the skin removal surgery and a little scared. Lucy says, Mindy, I'm having it in February. Oh, wow. She's got the date, February 25th. So this is an incentive for me to lose the final 40 pounds. It's happening. No turning back. Oh, I am so proud of you, Lucy. And we're going to want to know how you do. And once you hit that goal weight for sure, let us know so we can cheer for you. That is so exciting. And Robin Lockwood says, and another adorable top. Oh, thank you. Our TV is too big to put in a closet and it's attached to the wall. The batteries I could take out though. That is something that came, Robin is telling about a part of the chapter where it said, if you don't want to watch TV as much, just put a little friction to make it harder. So when you're done watching TV, put your TV in the closet or take your batteries out of the remote control. So that way, when you do want to watch TV, there's more friction to get there. And you might be like, I'm too tired, whatever. I think I'll read a book instead or do something else. So just putting that little bit of friction in on your bad habits. And thanks, Robin, for mentioning that one. There was so much. Seriously, this book was chock full of great ideas in chapter 12. Hey, we got Taz the Bulldog's mom in the house. Woo, woo. She says, shoot, I'm late. Hey, we're glad you're here because we're still going and we're still live. We're still live, Taz the Bulldog's mom. You'll just have to watch on replay to catch up. And Lucy says, have you ever tried making peanut butter with peanut butter powder? Yes, I have. It is defatted, so has 80% less fat than regular peanut butter, and it's higher in protein. And you know what, Lucy? It also is pretty tasty. And because it's not as thick as regular peanut butter, or I make it where it's not as thick, so that way it's nice and smooth and creamy. It's great with apple slices. I actually prefer the powdered peanut butter with apple slices because I can make it not as thick as regular peanut butter. So it makes a really tasty dip. And it's so good on apple slices. And I bet it would be really good with celery too. I need to get some celery and I have to, if I do not clean my celery, chop it into, good sized chunks and stick it into one of those containers that Jeff brought, it goes bad in my fridge. So we need to get more celery and we're going to wash it and put it in those containers. And I'm going to pull out, I have I think it's called PB Fit peanut butter. You can get it at just about any grocery store in the United States. And evidently Lucy's getting it in the UK too. And it's really quite delicious as a dip for your fruits and vegetables. I love it. And some people put them, and every now and again I'll put like a scoop of the powder in a smoothie, and it'll give my smoothie a really fun flavor and a little bit more protein. So let's see. Taz the Bulldog's mom says, woohoo, that's awesome. And Mindy says, Gina is a school teacher. Yeah, I am. She gives herself a gold star. I sure do. I am still a kid at heart, and putting that little star down when I've done a good job really does make my heart smile. And Taz the Bulldog's mom says, Lucy, that's so exciting. I think I will need to as well with my thighs and stuff. I struggle with body image as I'm losing weight. Body image as you're skinny or fat. Haha. Yeah. It is hard. And when we're older and we lose weight, we lose some of that elasticity too with our skin. So it's not as easy as when we were youngins losing weight. But yeah, I'll be so interested, Lucy, to hear how it goes for you and how that works out. Does anybody else have any wins this week? I read all the what's in the chat right now, so keep typing. I'm going to share a few more things in the book, and then I will check to see if there's any more things in the chat before we go. So let's see. Let me get my glasses on here and see anything that we have missed. Chapter 12 was just so good. One of the ideas that was in chapter 12 that we haven't mentioned yet, it was like if you go to a gym, if you want to belong to a gym to work out, don't pick one that's off the beaten path. If you pick one that's on your way to work or really, really close by where you can see it maybe on your way to your best friend's house or wherever it is that you go to a lot during a week. If you have it along your path, you're going to see it when you drive by, and that's less resistance to stop in and work out. And I know for me, I had a YMCA membership until the pandemic hit. So for over 20 years, I either worked at the Y, volunteered at the Y, or was just a member of the Y in my town. And I would put in my trunk, I had workout clothes and tennis shoes. And then I had another bag that had a swimsuit and a towel in it. So that way, when I would drive wherever, a lot of times I had to drive by the Y. I had my stuff on me. So I had that less friction to be able to pull in the parking lot and work out. It was so helpful for me. But he mentions, if you're going to choose a workout place, choose it where on the path of where you normally go, so you see it all the time. And it's not a few blocks away off the beaten trail, because then you're less likely to go. You always want to have the path of least resistance if possible. Oh, and we got a few more things in the chat here. Mindy says, saw my dental hygienist for my 6 month. She said, wow, you look great. I've lost almost 60 pounds since I saw her last. Wow, Mindy, that is awesome. 60 pounds in 6 months. That's amazing. And she said, that felt awesome. I bet it did, Mindy. And Lucy says, that's fantastic, Mindy. Such a good feeling when people notice. Robin says, my gums off the beaten path, but I still go. I drive 40 minutes, but I'm seeing the results and my body must. Oh, I think she was trying to write gym. And you know how AI is, they auto-correct if it'll say something weird. I think since the chat above it was about dentists, it switched to gums. I think she was trying to write her gym. Robin's gym is off the beaten path, but I still go. I drive 40 minutes, but I'm seeing the results in my body muscles, so it's a win. Yeah, and Robin, and she said gym, not gums. Yes. Robin has mentioned to me on other chats that she also works out at a YMCA, and her YMCA has a whole bunch of really neat exercise equipment that keeps track of what you've done when you're doing the circuit there. And it's really outstanding and state of the art. So if your gym is extra special, or you have a friend who will work out with you at that gym, then go wherever the best gym is for you. But if you're still a working stiff and if you can find a gym that you could drive past on your way to work, you'll be more likely to use it. But if you've got an extra special gym or a friend to go to the gym with, you'll want to choose whatever gym is best for you. Let's see. Yep. Robin calls it the E-gym. That's right. I couldn't remember the name of it, but it's called an E-gym, and it's really extra outstanding. All right, let me see if there was anything else I missed. I put little stars. Oh, that's chapter 8. I put stars, orange stars next to things that I wanted to be sure to mention. Oh, uh, James Clear says, conventional wisdom holds that motivation is the key to habit change. Maybe if you really wanted it, you'd actually do it. But the truth is our real motivation is to be lazy and do what is convenient. Energy is precious, and the brain is wired to conserve it whenever possible. It is human nature to follow the law of least effort. When deciding between two similar options, people will naturally gravitate toward the option that requires the least amount of work. We are motivated to do what is easy. And that's what this chapter was all about. The law of least effort. Oh, this one was a great idea. On the top of page 152. You could say, hey, I'm going to do 100 push-ups a day. And you may be really motivated at the beginning, and you do 100 push-ups a day for a few days, and then all of a sudden you get kind of tired of it and you don't, and you stop. So his idea is to make it, I will do 1 push-up a day. One is easy. One is super easy. And so if you're doing 1 push-up and you're motivated to do another one while you're doing that one, you do as many as you want and then you stop. But you're more likely to do push-ups if you're just telling yourself you only have to do 1. Then you'll do a whole bunch more. Because a lot of it, I used to always say, the hardest part about going to the gym was putting your gym clothes on, driving there, and walking through the door. That was the hardest part, because once you were there, you're already moving and doing things. The hardest part was getting yourself there and not talking yourself out of it. Let's see. And it says, dieting is an obstacle to getting fit. You don't actually want the habit itself. What you really want is the outcome the habit delivers. That is why it is crucial to make your habits so easy that you'll do them even when you don't feel like it. And, I do love swimming. I absolutely love swimming. But sometimes I can talk myself out of it. Yesterday morning was one of the 4 days out of 21 days that I didn't exercise. But I was really wanting to put out a video about trying HRT for the first time and what it's like to be on hormone replacement therapy as HRT, how to be on hormone replacement therapy during menopause and postmenopause while on Mounjaro or Zepbound. And I really wanted to get that video out. And Jeff was going to do a couple things to tweak it to do like a little bit of editing on it versus live video. And so we really wanted to get that out. So yesterday we were like, you know what? We'll swim in the evening. Let's get this video out. So we worked on that instead. And then when we finally, in the evening, we were tired. So you're having that resistance, started to watch TV. And then it was like, no, I really want to exercise. Let's go. So we put our swimsuits on, got to the pool. And then when we got out of the car, the wind started blowing and we had a dust storm. So I didn't get to swim and we had to go home. But you really want to have the least, but the best is to wake up in the morning. So this morning, Jeff still left the towels in the car, our swim noodles in the car, everything was in the car. So that way this morning, there was no doubt. We woke up, we put on our suits, put on a little sunscreen and got in the car and took off to the swimming pool. Because you don't want to have any resistance. And so today we were back on track again. But anyway, and the less friction you face, the easier it is for your stronger self to emerge. Isn't that good? Thought that was really cool. Let's see, what else have I put on here that we haven't gone over? Create an environment where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Oh, and successful companies, they always try to eliminate and take away as many steps as possible to make things easy for customers to purchase their things, and in the factories to make things easier to make things as quick as possible. And that's what you're going to be doing in your own house. You are the architect of your environment. Remember that? That was in a previous chapter about being the architect of your environment. And so in your home, figure out what things are important that you really want to do, and make sure you make it as easy and slick as possible to do it. They also had said in here on one of these pages about like breakfast. If you want to have a healthy breakfast, the night before, set up what you need. So like one of the things that I eat pretty consistently is I found some protein cereals like Catalina Crunch. I love Catalina Crunch. And Magic Loops, something like that. It looks like Fruit Loops, but it's really made out of protein. I talked about that in one of my videos. I think I did a breakfast ideas video, and I think I had it in that one. Anyway, I could have my cereal and my bowl and a spoon right out on the counter before I go to bed. So that way, first thing in the morning, there it is. And I know for me, I'm only going to journal what I eat if my journal is next to the coffee maker. So that way, when I wake up in the morning, I never forget to have a cup of coffee. I love that cup of coffee. But then I've got my journal right there and a pen, and I can start writing down what I'm eating from the get-go. Anything you can do to make it smoother and easier with less restrictions. Yeah, there's the healthy cooking, page 156 for your breakfast. And if you like to do like eggs and that kind of thing, he said put a skillet on the stove, your cooking spray on the counter, and lay out any plates and utensils you'll need the night before. And when you wake up, making breakfast is easy. Want to exercise? Set out your workout clothes, shoes, gym bag, and water bottle ahead of time. Want to improve your diet? Chop up the fruits and vegetables on the weekends and keep them in containers like Jeff said. And then drawing more, put your pencils and pens right where you want them. We talked about that. Yeah. It is remarkable how little friction is required to prevent unwanted behavior. Oh, and this guy says, and James Clear says, when I hide beer in the back of the fridge where I can't see it, I drink less. There's that too. And chapter summary says human behavior follows the law of least effort. We will naturally gravitate toward the option that requires the least amount of work. Create an environment, be that architect of your environment, where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Reduce the friction associated with good behaviors. When friction is low, habits are easy. Increase the friction associated with bad behaviors. When friction is high, habits are difficult. Prime your environment to make future actions easier. And that is it for this week. I'm going to see. Oh, good. We have a few more comments, so I'm going to read those. And chapter 13 is next week, how to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. Oh, that should be really good too. And let's see. Taz the Bulldog's mom says, good job, Robin. It takes discipline. I push myself and I talk to myself and tell myself that I can do it. I am doing barbells running, etc., etc. Things I have never done before. Yep, those are really good. And Lucy says, it's amazing how adaptable we are and how quickly our bodies respond to a new regime. And Jeff says, you are all very inspiring for me. Thanks. Aww. And Jeff is Anchor Moments RV he's writing from our other channel. And Mindy says, Magic Spoon, thank you. I still have brain fog, but I'm working on it. I just started taking estradiol patch. So this is, I don't know, day 2 or 3. I took it on Friday. I have to take it on Fridays and Mondays because you peel, the patch only lasts 3 and I don't know. You put a new patch on twice a week. So I put my first one on Friday, and today is Sunday. Hopefully you'll be able to tell in future videos when I have less brain fog. hopefully. Oh my goodness. Um, but Magic Spoon is the name of the cereal, the protein cereal they have a lot of different flavors, but one of them looks exactly like Fruit Loops, tastes a lot like Fruit Loops, but it is full of protein and doesn't have so many carbs, and it's better for you than Fruit Loops. All right, friends, that is all the chat that we have today. Hold on to your anchor moments and have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's Manjaro Monday Live when I give myself my shot. Bye-bye.